Alright, let's get started. I am back, working on random stuff again. I figured out how to get desktop audio working on my stream now, so playing some background music, the lovely Rimworld soundtrack. Alright, so what are we doing today? Yes, last stream I was doing some random programming on a side project. Today I'll be doing the same, essentially. The same topic. I mean, I want to mess around with something new today. Oh, I love how my whoop, that's not correct. Every time I always have some random trouble with OBS. No, not that one. That one, correct. Okay. Okay, so that hopefully should be working. Let me just check on Twitch itself. Okay. Just make sure it's actually working. Hello? Okay, great. I can see it is in fact moving around. Perfect. Jeez, no, seriously, every time I try to do something, my monitor just... OBS is not captured by monitor. Anyways, well, that's working, so let me... move that. Music is a little loud for me, so I'll turn it down a bit. Okay. So I sent out a tweet about this live monitoring dashboard thing I was working on in Mathematica / WolfLang language, whichever, whatever, same thing. For context, this was inspired by my work. I'm a flight dynamics analyst working for the Canadian Space Agency. Part of flight dynamics is monitoring and responding to close approaches to our satellites. This week we've just been swamped by close approaches, so at work I was messing around with tracking, not tracking, but listing, I guess, yeah, listing current close approaches and then kind of having like a countdown to like the time to closest approach. So yeah, that's what I was doing at work, and yesterday I was just doing it in Mathematica because I think WolfLang language is a pretty interesting technology. I don't use it enough, so let's see, is it? Just want to make sure. Okay, yeah. I'm very paranoid that my stream is just not updating correctly because I keep having, whoa, unstable, poor network connection detected. Great. Anyways, I'll just let's not worry about that. Anyways, so I posted this tweet showing this the thing I was working on in Mathematica, so I guess I'll just recreate it and then try to go through my thought process. Turn the music off, it's kind of distracting. Alright, so I got a notebook open. Now, I'm a fan of like literate programming kind of technologies. I think Mathematica does a very good job interweaving code and prose and all that. It's a pretty interesting literate programming technology, and I need to use it more. This is my attempt at using it more. So the way I implemented like the live monitoring thing that I showed on Twitter. Well, first let's do just some preliminary stuff. So in Mathematica we got dynamic, which is a function that essentially evaluates expressions dynamically, as the name suggests. So if the expression within dynamic changes, then it will actually update the output. Let me just pull up the documentation, like the example. Also, the documentation system for Mathematica, WolfLang language, whatever, it is beautiful. Like it's seriously crazy how nice. Oh, don't worry about that. How nice this documentation system is. So let's just look at this. So as you can see, using this clock function that essentially every second it evaluates, and every second it evaluates the date string function. Date string just essentially, as the name suggests, it just returns the date as a string. But if you have a clock that refreshes it every second within a dynamic block, then as you can see, it is updating live right before your eyes, which is very useful. So I want to use this construct to have like a live updating timeline of close approaches, essentially. So yeah. So first, let's create an association for the close approaches we'll be monitoring. So I'm just gonna call it CA1. This doesn't really matter too much. And then we're just gonna have a date string. So from our, yeah, so this is just like a UTC time here. I'm just specifying that it is a UTC time and just specifying a time zone that it's just at UTC, no, what's the word? No offset, I guess, sure. So, yeah. So let's, yeah. Let's add another close approach. Call this 2 and just change this to be at 9:30 instead of 6:30. Alright, so we have a association for the close approaches that we are monitoring. Next step is we want to get the date intervals of each approach from the current date, from the current time, to when the close approach actually occurs. So Mathematica has the date interval function that, as the name suggests, represents a continuous interval of time between start and end, yada yada yada. So we'll use this. Don't worry about that. So let's create another association of some stuff. Nope, that's not how I did it. Yeah, so we're making another association. I like using associations and maps or dictionaries, however you want to, hash maps, however you want to call them in other languages, but they are very useful to organize your data and all that. So I like using associations and stuff like that whenever possible. So this time I'm not gonna write this out explicitly. Now, like this, I try to make my code as automated as possible. I don't want to like have to type out. Like if I add more close approaches, more entries to my data or whatever, I don't want to be manually changing every goddamn thing in my code base. So instead, let's create this association dynamically using some pure functions. What am I doing here? So we want to iterate over the keys that we have in the approaches association, and we just want to create a new association where instead of this format where it's the close approach and it's associated with a date time, instead we want to associate it with a date interval instead. So let's do that. Now I'm using a delayed rule, or delayed rule, because since this will be updating dynamically, I don't want to set the date interval and then use it constantly. The date interval is constantly going to be updated, right? Because we're putting all our code eventually in a dynamic block that updates automatically. But if we just do like a normal association or rule, it's not going to update dynamically because it's going to evaluate once and then there'll be a static date interval. Instead, we want to update it. We want to reevaluate it every time we call this association. Oops. Alright, so let's make the actual date interval. Now, to get the current date, you can just do date object, and then I'm just going to specify again that we're using a UTC time system, and then just specifying time zone 0. So our work, we never use local time. We always use universal coordinated time or whatever. So it's a little confusing at times having all these clocks around the office showing a completely different time than it is locally, but get used to it. But yeah, we just need to be consistent. Alright, and then let's get the second, whoop. It's not what I want to do. Let's get the second date object for the interval. In this case, it's just going to be, the date times for our close approaches. So we can just easily get that by indexing the approaches association. And that should do it. So here's our intervals. If we call intervals, you'll see that, well, we need to call an actual, there you go. So you can see when I evaluate intervals, it does not evaluate, but when I actually call a specific close approach, then it actually evaluates and gets actually defines the date interval. So right off the bat, if you want to be really basic, we can just wrap this in a dynamic block. Dynamic, I can't spell. Right, so we put this in a dynamic block, but intervals itself is we still need to evaluate. Though we need to call the association at a constant time. So it's not enough just to wrap it in a dynamic block. It's not going to reevaluate. So instead, we're going to put it also in a refresh block. And then let's set an update interval of just 1. So every second will update. So now that we put it in the refresh block, now you can see our current time. This is just a local, this is the current UTC time. There's a fruit fly in my monitor, excuse me. As you see, it's actually ticking up. So this is the live time right now. So that's working great, which is very nice. Actually, it is my current time, is it? I would imagine it's different, not my local time. Not sure why, but whatever. Anyways, but as you can see, so now that we put this code in a dynamic function and then calling refresh to just call this date clock essentially. Sounds good. Now, I'm gonna make some stuff for plotting the timeline. So I want to have some legends. So when I have my timeline, I want to have a... Well, actually, let's do that afterwards. First, let's get a nice timeline first, and then there's now a fruit fly on my fucking computer. Dude, I have a fruit fly problem in this goddamn apartment. I mentioned it in the last stream, but there's a goddamn plant. It's just infested with fruit flies for no reason whatsoever. Anyways. Now I believe... that we can just call timeline plot directly on intervals, and it might just work. It does work. So yeah, right off the bat, as you can see, it does just work, which is nice. Now I also like wrapping my plots in a panel just to give it a nice little background and just separate it from the rest of the code. So to actually have it live updating, again, we just need to put it in a dynamic. Put it in another refresh. Again, set the update interval to 1, and then there you go. Now it doesn't look like it, but it is updating live. It is updating dynamically. If I just mouse over it, you can see that the time is changing. But yeah, obviously it's a little hard to tell because these events are far enough into the future. It's just hard to tell that the timeline is changing. But yeah, so this is just a basic timeline plot. Obviously it's a little scuffed. It's not very pretty to look at. So first, let's make some nice legends. So as you can see, so I'm also just reading my old code because I don't want to start from scratch. I'm still pretty new at programming in WolfLang language, so I'm figuring out a lot of stuff as I go along. Okay, so these labels kind of suck, to be honest. I want some nice looking labels. So let's get that, let's get those. So first off, let's just get rid of this current labeling function, right? Oh, okay, no. Right, I forgot what I was doing. So next what I wanted is I wanted like a little display next to each close approach, just giving like the actual time and date. So we can do that with this. I don't know why I call this timeline legend. It's technically not a legend. I'll just do like timeline approach label. Sure, that's a little, that makes more sense. You'll see in a minute. So just gonna do some string concatenations. So essentially we're just accessing the second date of each interval. Because obviously the first date of the interval is just the current time and date. We want the second one. That's the one that, you know, we actually care about more. So this function essentially just pulls that from the intervals association and then puts it in the plot itself. And let's just map it, the keys of intervals. Alright, so we got this. Oh, now I know why. I see why I put it. Am I tripping? Is this not even called? What? Hold on. Yeah. Okay, no, never mind. This is not even used. I don't know why I didn't get rid of this in my code. Anyways, I'm stupid. Okay, anyways. Ignore that. Okay, so let's first, to spruce up this plot a bit more, we need to do some, we need to transform the intervals. We need to transform our data a bit into a better format for a timeline plot to parse. So let's do that. So again, we're doing a delayed evaluation because I want this to be evaluated every time it's called. So again, we're gonna map over the keys of intervals, keys just being the names of each approach. So I want to make sure that each approach is labeled because, you know, I want to be able to have some extra information. Like this timeline currently kind of just sucks. Like I want some more information and a nice live updating dashboard. So first, I want to have above the plot itself, or above the line, I want to have like a counter. Well, not a counter, but I want a measure of the actual time remaining to close approach. So time to close approach, and let's get the hours of each interval. So we just need to convert the date interval object into an hours measure. So we can do that by grabbing the duration property and then just converting it to hours using unit convert. So that's that. Next, I also want, I was mentioning earlier, but I was misreading my code. Next, I want a little just label of the actual date and time that the close approach is occurring at. So we can do that by just converting the interval, not the interval, but the second date in the interval to a date string. And then I'll just display the date. The intervals, I'll just grab the dates from that current interval and then grab the second date. Right. And then I'll just specify where we want these labels at. So I want the first label at the bottom, and the second label after. So let's see how that looks. Alright, so instead of intervals, let's now plot the timeline data object, and we'll see how it looks. There we go. So that's already looking very nice. And as you can see, it is updating live because I did put it in like the dynamic, uh, in the dynamic block, and then it's refreshing every second. Actually, I think it'll make more sense just putting the panel directly. You just do that. I think that makes it a little more readable. Let's also make the image size full. So just make it a little more readable. And also, I want some legends to actually show which close approach is which, because obviously right now you can't tell unless you look at the time. But I'll just add a legend. So placed, and grab the keys of each interval. I just want to put that legend at the bottom. So there you go. Now we're actually showing which approach is which. And what else can we do? I also want to change the plot range to start at today, and then I want it to go, but let's say like 2 days in the future. Yeah, so I think that's a better kind of visual, since the plot itself is not growing every time the data is refreshed. Right. So that's pretty much it. So there we go. We got our first kind of visualization made. So let me just iconize that. So I just got rid of, well, I didn't get rid of, but I just hid all the random, not random, but I hid all the plot customization stuff, because you don't really need to see that. Just takes up space. Alright, so that's all done. But yeah. But this method is really nice since I can easily just, whoa. Using Windows at work is really messing me up. I was used to Mac OS, and now doing stuff at work. Oh my god. Makes me forget how to use don't worry about that. Makes me forget how to use Mac OS. So let's just add another close approach that we want to track. So as you see, we now have 3. And now we can just I can also put this in a dynamic, right? And it'll automatically update. Well, we can just manually run it, and as you can see, it will add the 3rd close approach. And then because of the delayed evaluation, when we change this, the plot automatically updates. So yeah, pretty sick. And yeah, when I'm working on stuff like this, I definitely want to make it as easy as possible to add more stuff than just, yeah, it's just a smart way to do things. But yeah, so we have a little timeline plot of some close approaches that we're monitoring. It's counting down like the time to closest approach. Also shows the date and time that it's actually occurring at. Very nice. Let's change this update interval to 30 seconds so it's not constantly updating. Alright, so I'm already very happy with that. Yeah, I don't use WolfLang, I don't use Mathematica too much, but I definitely want to use it more, because as you can see, it's really, it's just so easy to make some pretty nice visualizations, along with like some kind of dynamic capabilities. Like I was trying to do some like dynamic live updating thing at work with Julia, and it was a struggle because I was essentially I made like a terminal app that live updates, but having to handle like terminal output, like clearing individual lines and all that, it's such a hassle. But yeah, in Mathematica is just super easy and simple. Definitely explaining this badly because I'm still, like I mentioned, I'm still pretty new at Mathematica, but you really don't need to be experienced in the language to do some pretty impressive stuff. Just want to check something real quick. Okay, so it should be good. There is. Oh, resist. That's not what I wanted. Hold on. I want to see how this looks in dark mode. Yeah, actually evaluate though. Thank you. Oh, that looks terrible. Okay, never mind. That looks not good. Let's go back to default. Yes, destroy the power cells. Okay. No, actually, hold on. Sure, I'll just do stream 10. No, wait, I'm gonna do 2023 10 13. Almost wrote the date like an American. That would have been a yikes. Trying to think what else kind of. How can we extend this? So we have a nice like timeline plot already, but how else? What else can I do to improve this? Have some extra functionality. Well, first, how about this? So how about first, let's represent each approach as its own association. Because obviously with a close approach to a satellite, we're gonna have more data than just, you know, the time of closest approach. Approach 1. Yeah, so instead let's essentially create a common, like, you know, struct. Can I just use bare words? Like name. Hold on. Let's test this out, and then we'll just do approach 1 name. Okay, that works. Okay. I wasn't sure if that was gonna work, but that does work. And I'm gonna do TCA. There we go. Now we're gonna comment this out instead. Approaches. I mean, it could just be a list. Or array, or vector, whatever this is. I think it's a list, technically. Okay. So just add another approach. Oh my god, I'm struggling here. Also using a keyboard that I got not too long ago, so I'm still just getting used to it. I'm absolutely struggling over here. Approach 2. Okay. And yeah, obviously it just breaks everything because I completely changed everything. Actually, I'll keep. That's not what I want to do. Okay. I'll keep that actually, but then I'll just implement the actually, let's organize this a bit more because it's very disorganized. First iteration, and then we'll just do a second iteration. So I'm gonna actually disable the live updating for now because I was playing around with this yesterday, and at some point it like, I don't know, the dynamic thing plus the refresh, it just completely slowed the hell out of my computer down. I don't know what the hell is going on. It like made the program so slow. So just in case, I'll disable that. I also probably should figure out how to make like custom objects. That would be fun. Yeah. All right. Approaches list. So now we have a list of approaches instead. Okay. Intervals list. Okay. So now we need to refactor this to instead work with a list of approaches. So instead we're going to be mapping over approaches list. Each thing will be, okay, so I'm going to do, I think, name, date interval, blah, 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 blah. So it's mapping this, this placeholder, it will be the individual approaches themselves. I think that should work. Oh, wait, what? Oh yeah, no, it doesn't work. Hold on. No, it does work. Why wouldn't it work? I swear it's working. Anyways, we can just easily check by image size. Let's get rid of that for now. And we just, yeah, okay, it is working. Perfect. Alright, and then once again, we just need to refactor the timeline data. Let's also hide that because that's like very annoying. List. It should be good to just hide that. Okay. So again, we'll instead be mapping directly over. Oh, wait. Actually, no, this should just work since we're just. Actually, yeah, hold on. I just need to do interval some list instead of timeline data. Oh, perfect. There we go. Okay, nice. Interval. Okay. Now, why did I want to do this instead of doing like the simple approach? Because I wanted to just make this its own separate line. So I want to be able to add extra information about an approach instead of just having like a name and a time. So let's now also add a probability of collision. And we'll just do like, sure, that. C. Make this like 3. Okay. And the way the way I define this, what's really nice is that it doesn't, like this stuff just grabs the necessary information from approaches list. It doesn't break anything, adding more fields, more information to each thing, thankfully, which is nice. Hold on. Why is... How did I end up putting 2 in front of 0? Whoa. Huh? What is going on? What am I doing here? Okay, anyways. I'll try something out. Can I just convert this? Oh yeah, look at that. That's very nice. Oh. Just the way you're so easily able to view data and information in the Wolfram notebook. It's just so nice. Like, I call a single function, I get a nice table of all the data involved. Oh, it's so nice. I love this. I love this technology. Paying $50 fucking a month for this shit, but I love it. It's worth it. I was just thinking what other things we can do. We can definitely like... Hold on, I want to add the probability of collision information to the timeline itself, but hold on, I want to also... I mean, we just do data set approaches. Yeah, that's good. You just pipe that into a column, and it should... Yeah, look at that. Oh my god. It just works, bro. Holy. It just works. Okay, anyways. I'm getting distracted. Whoa. That's not some random shit. Okay. I'm getting distracted. Alright, also, another thing. One more change I want to do to the timeline. Filling below. Beautiful. Okay, that's like all I want to do. Let's change the times so they're a little further away, because right now they're just like very want to have more space, you know. So let's do, what is it? Let's do 6. We'll just change this to 16 instead. And then, yeah, approaches list. Alright, it's not dynamic. Whoa, what? Approach. Huh? Wait. Intervals list. Timeline. Keys interval list. Oh no, I'm stupid. Wait. I need to change this to intervals list, not intervals. That should work. Yeah. Wait, what? What's going on here? This is apparently the 16th, but oh my god. Bro, okay, wait, something, intervals list, there we go. That should work. Okay. Jesus, I thought I was going crazy for a sec. Anyways. Okay, so it's actually working now, that's good. So... So mapping over approaches. So I want to add the probability of collision to this like top label here. Keys and interval list. Well, so I think we need to also do like a POC list. Essentially do the same thing here, but instead of a date interval, we're just gonna grab. Trying to. Just gonna grab the probability of collision, and then now we can do TOC. Hold on, I should probably like. I mean, anyways, I don't know. I probably extract this to its own function to make this a little more readable, but should be fine. Let's also add POC, and then just index POC list with that, and it should just work. No. Right, I need to convert it to a string. That's what I need to do. That should work. Yeah, there you go. Nice. Probably a collision. Okay. Also wait, I wanna add the also the legend, so we can actually see which approach is which. Timeline list, so I'm just gonna, whoa. What? Wait, what is going on here? Placed keys, wait. Instead we'll do intervals list. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we got a legend, we got some information. Let's do dynamic. Put another refresh. Just go back to update interval 1. Hopefully it doesn't get super messed up while this is running. I just want to check something. If I change this, will it automatically update? No, I won't. I need to wrap this in a dynamic to make it update. What? Oh! Whoa? Valid. Wait. What? Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. Let me. What did I do? Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah, I probably just wrapped it in a. Yeah. It's really that. Do I need to do this? Hold on. Wrap the entire, yeah, wait, I think I do need to like just wrap the entire expression in a dynamic. So I do that. New. Doesn't work. POC. Let's just put dynamic everywhere that we can. It'll just start working eventually. With enough dynamic calls, of dynamic blocks, it'll just start working. But okay, at some point it did update. Okay, now if I change this, will it update everywhere? No, it will not. Why would it? That would make way too much sense. Do I also need to put this in a dynamic? Like, I don't get it. Wait, 0.03. Wait, it just, wait, what? Oh, no, it does update now. Okay. Okay, never mind. It does work. I swear it didn't work for a second. Anyways, okay. Yes. Okay, it's actually all updating now. Just good. Okay. So I just want to implement that because it could like simulate live updates to the probability of collision. So if we get more data, then POC could go up or down, and obviously you want that to reflect in the timeline plot. We're looking at, well, obviously this is dynamic, but yep. I also put this in a grid, so if you just have more, oh, never mind. I guess not. Column. Why would grid not work? Oh, I need like a 2D. Oh, right. Okay. So essentially need a matrix. Okay. Alright, so that is working. That's fine. I'm gonna zoom out a bit. The code's getting a little, it's gonna be a bit hard. Whatever, I'll just zoom in a bit. It's probably gonna be a little hard to read on the stream, but hopefully that should be okay. Okay, and again, I'll just hide this at an icon. Oh, that's actually so nice. Like, yeah, like, just hiding stuff that's not like, you know, it's not critical. Like, you don't need to see the plot customization stuff that I implemented to it's not really important. Like, this is the important stuff here. You don't really need to see it. It's the stuff that's in there. Okay. Next, what I want to do is look at highlighted. Whoa. Yep, highlighted. Okay. Dynamic. It's probably good to look at. Anyways, so what I want to do is. Yeah, I really should just pull this out into its own function because it's it's getting a little messy to read. I think I'll do that. Okay, first before, so what I want to implement next is that if the probability of collision is some amount, I want it to highlight a specific approach. Because like, yeah, our work for us, like we have like a threshold that makes a close approach actionable or not. So I want to be able to quickly show which close approaches are have some level, like meet some arbitrary threshold. So, yeah, that's essentially what I do. I just want to bring attention to certain close approaches that have a high probability of collision. So let's do that. But before that, like I said, I want to just pull this entire. So I want the. Yeah, I want to just a separate function that actually generates this string here. Because right now it is just kind of a mess. It's all just in here, and probably hear the cops outside. There's always cops fucking driving by in my neighborhood. Anyway, sorry about that. What was I talking about? I was. Oh my god, I'm actually so distracted by that. Anyways. So this right here, this I want to pull out and just have its own, have it as its own function. It shouldn't be too hard to implement. Yeah. Oh yeah, so let's do generate. Sure, generate labels. Default list. I'm gonna pass in. Where's dynamic default list? Oh my god, I need to like actually remind myself it's. Oh right, okay. No, we're just gonna pass in the key. Because we're accessing two separate associations. We would need to access both the intervals list and the POC list. It's not even list, to be honest. They're whatever. Hold on, I'll how do I restart the kernel? Violation, quick kernel, yes. Because I really just want to like change like all these names. Because right now it, because I already defined everything up here, so there's gonna be. Anyways, you know what I mean. I can't speak. I suck at talking. I don't know why I'm streaming, because like I actually suck at talking. Anyways. Yes, that should just work. Okay. Let's grab all of this. Why? What? Anyways. Approaches. No, approaches, not yeah. Anyways. Yes, sure. I'll keep intervals. I'll keep it. I'll just do that. Intervals that, and then pox. There you go. Perfect. Amazing name. Okay. Generate labels. Key. So essentially, should just place each of those with just key, and it should just work. Yeah, there you go. Wait, what? Okay, I think I'm just tripping. Pox. Intervals. String. Okay, so that should be good. Alright, now let's do generate labels with the key, and it should just work. Oh, it didn't work. Okay, what's the deal? Oh. Well, what? No, not that. Part specification missing. Oh. I just missed one of those, and that should just work. Yep, that works. Perfect. Okay, it still doesn't work. Oh, keys of. Right, this is the wrong thing. Oh, yeah. Just need to update the timeline data, timeline data. So we need, excuse me. So we need that timeline data. This probably be, yeah, I need to change it to intervals again. There we go. Okay. Timeline data. I just hide all that again. All right, there we go. Nice. Now that this is its own separate function, it's a lot more readable. Plus, I can actually do some fancy stuff. Is there a if condition gives t if condition blah blah blah? Okay. Oh god, this is gonna be an ugly ass function. Oh my god. I'm already dreading writing this. It's gonna be disgusting to look at, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay. So I'll just do, hold on. Let's make another function. Let's make another function. Top label. So this will just be its own. This entire top label is gonna also be just its own function. That should just work, I think, because, oh. Yeah, okay, perfect. Yeah, I just want to make this as readable as, I just want to make it more readable, at least. Okay. Let's get fancy. So if I can't type. If pucks at key, I'll just do like 0 1. I'm gonna do highlight or highlighted? Highlighted. Oh my god. Else. Just the normal string, not highlighted. Oh, look at that. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's some good shit right there. Let's change this one to that, so well, of course it's not updating dynamically. What? Approach to dynamic approaches. Huh? Wait. What's going on here? It should okay, hold on. I need a all these, it's making it so hard to read. Okay. Just do that. That. You don't need that because you can just see it. Oop. Dynamic. Let's also just do the, I just want to be able to see the actual data I'm working with here. Data, just put in a row instead. There we go. That's pretty good. Okay, so why is approaches is equal to approach one? Why does approach 2 still say 0.0? I literally changed it. Hello? Okay, let me kill the kernel again. Oh my god. What is going on here? Like that's like it shouldn't, I don't know why it's not updating. Anyways, let's reevaluate everything again. Dynamic. Oh, whoa, wait. Approaches. It's because of that? Okay, there you go. Oh boy. Okay, hold on. What? Oh, again, it's just. Ah, oh my god. Okay, there we go. Christ. There we go. That's looking better. I just wanna. I'm sorry. If you're watching the stream and it's hard to read, like it's getting a little hard to read. But I mean that's kind of my fault too. Like I should be top label. Actually, hold on. I should. Oh my god, how many functions am I gonna make here? Hold on. I think. Hold on. I will refactor this a little bit. Again, top labels. Yeah, I think it's top labels to just actually generate the label itself, but then I'll just put the. I'll put a highlighting logic in here itself. Yeah, and then highlighted else just that. There we go. Okay. That's a little better, I think. Top label. I'll just do a highlight top label. I cannot type tonight. Oh my god. Okay, there you go. And then obviously if I just like change this back to 0.01 and we run all this. All right, it's great. I should just do that instead. If huh? Oh, I'm stupid. Oh my god. Okay, there you go. Anyways. Okay, perfect. Can you change the color for highlighted? Scope. Yeah, background. Textual highlighting. Whoa. Highlighting effects. Huh. Anyways, yeah, instead I want a light red background. I think that will look a little better. There we go. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah, let's put this down again to that instead. Let's put this back into a dynamic, just so it updates live. Which it's not. Data set. What? I'm confused how dynamic works though. Like I don't know what the hell's going on there. Anyways, hey, let's put the update interval back to like 30 seconds because I can really feel it kind of slowing down a bit on my end. Okay, that's a little more readable. I think it's a little better. Nice. Yeah, I really like how in Mathematica, how easy it is to really just add some extra, just add a little extra bit of flair, you know, just a little customization, little. just a little aesthetics to your scripts, your programs. Yeah, that looks pretty nice. That yeah, definitely made good progress over this plot here, which is good. So it's already looking pretty nice. Okay. Do, do, do. Now maybe we want to track like the history of the probabilities of collision. I'm just trying to think of how I could do that. We can probably just put. Okay, let's have a. So we're pretty much just gonna hold on. POC probability of collision history. So yeah, we're pretty much it's gonna be the same, pretty much. To start off with. Well, this doesn't. Yeah, no, this doesn't have to be. Just do that. It doesn't have to be. Actually, no. We want it in a list. So now what we want to do is dynamic append to I don't think this will work actually. We'll see. We'll see what happens, but I mean, okay, we'll see. Dynamic append to POC. Oh wait. Yeah, no, I don't think this will work. But essentially, every time every time I change this value, every time I change a probability of collision, I want it to be appended to this list here, so we can have like a nice history. So, in a real life application, obviously, as you get more data, maybe you want to look at the history or the trend that the data is generating, I guess. So that would be useful, but I'm trying to think how to actually implement that. Hold on. So yeah, dynamic again. Dynamic is directly displayed form. Monitor, what is this? No, that's not what I want. Represents an object that displays as the dynamically updated current value of expression. How? I'll just remove that for now. Okay, so that works. Why did it make that noise? Yeah, I don't know why this doesn't work. I guess I just need it on its own separate line. Its own cell, I guess, for whatever reason. not. Wait, what? Huh. Very. Am I. Wait, am I tripping? Like, I am not tripping. It is just acting really weird. Okay, so I cannot. I cannot suppress the cell output if I want it to be live updating, which is really weird. Yeah, so now it works. That is weird. I don't know why it does that, but whatever. Anyways, well, I mean, it's not updating there, but that's fine. Okay, let's put that in a dynamic as well. Oh no, it'll be. Hmm. The only thing I could think of is maybe just having a. Just like pushing the changes to a file instead of create. Trying to think. Introduction is dynamic. No, that's not what I want. Getting distracted. It's gonna be a little harder to solve. As I keep saying, like I really am not that experienced with Mathematica just yet, but I really do enjoy using it whenever I can, whenever I find excuse to use it. I can't use it at work because I don't have a personal license, so sad, very sad, but using it at home is very nice. I've already been like streaming for an hour and a half, so I probably will call it soon. I'm happy with the progress I've made so far. Because yeah, I think this is pretty cool. I think what I made so far is pretty interesting. And yeah, definitely what I have so far here can be applied to many other things that I'll work on in the future. Alright, I think I will call it because yeah, I'm getting a little tired. It's getting late here. And like the next kind of thing I want to implement, it's gonna be a little more challenging. I want to tackle it. I feel a little more refreshed now that I figured all this crap out. But yeah, that was fun. Anyways, literally no one's watching live, so anyways, but if you're watching this this VOD on Twitch or on YouTube, hope you learned something. Hope this is useful in some way. My monitor turned off. My monitor just randomly turned off. Anyways, probably couldn't see that. Oh yeah. Hope you enjoyed. Hope this was useful in some way. Bye.